Matt Yoakum.
Bill, they've been fighting a fender rub, among other things, since that first big wreck, and finally they just said, you know what, the fender rub is just too much. Let's just take it to the garage and not be a hindrance to other people.
Thanks, Matt. Let's see if we see pit stops this time. 30 to go. Michael Waltrip, the race leader. Denny Hamlin in second. Oh! Tony Stewart contact.
Kyle Busch went down to make that, to try to block the spot. Dave?
Kyle Busch wants to pit. He tried not to get out of line, but the 11 got in under him. They were telling him to wave everybody off, and then he tried to get around Tony Stewart. And we got everybody trying to pit and go around people.
Trying not to wreck. Carl Edwards, the 99 car, had no place to go. They all started slowing up in front of him and did a good job.
Burns.
Kyle Busch's crew heard that Jimmy Johnson, his Hendrick teammate, was going to pit on this lap. They decided to do the same thing. This team is together again in this year, and they're working fast. Marty?
That was a close call for Jimmy Johnson coming to pit road. He wants to take 4 tires here. No changes to the chassis. Chad Canal said, how's the car? Jimmy said, I'm good. Don't worry about anything. He did pit with Ken Schrader, so he will have some drafting help. Also his teammate Kyle Busch on pit road as well.
But a long stop for Schrader, Marty, as the 5 and the 48 leave pit road.
I'd like to see how much damage is on the right front of Tony Stewart's car, because it looked like he got into Kyle Busch pretty good.
Matt, what do you know?
Mark Robertson and Spotter tried to get a look at that fender as he drove by the front stretch. Tony says the hit was hard. Sure, there is damage, just not sure how much. They're talking about pitting in 1, maybe 2 laps. The guys are up on the wall.
I don't see any smoke coming from the 20 car of Tony Stewart, which is good.
Might be coming from the driver, though. Take a look.
Here's a replay of what we're talking about. Tony Stewart is under the 5 car trying to make a pass. The 5 car comes down to block. And we see the damage to the left rear quarter panel on the 5, and you know there has to be damage to the right front fender on the 20.
There is a little bit of damage right in front of the right front wheel, but it doesn't look that bad.
This is on board with Stewart. Black flag, Carl Edwards. They're going to penalize Carl Edwards for the move at the entrance to pit road. Passed the car below the yellow line.
Those cars were, yes, he passed cars. They were pitting.
Yeah, he could have put them in row 12 if he wanted to. Michael Waltrip, Denny Hamlin, a rookie, Tony Stewart, on board with Stewart. Matt on Edwards.
Bill, they just told him over the radio that he will have to make a pass through. He said, for what? They said, you passed below the yellow line. He said, I was trying to avoid the crash. And then his spotter, Bobby Hudson, chimed in and said, I'm sure other cars passed us because we slowed down. We'll have to take a look at the tape.
That's what it looked like to me. Let's take a look at it. But everybody slowed up in front. You see him on the bottom there. Now these guys are all slowing down. All Carl Edwards is doing right there is avoiding a wreck. He did not gain any position.
He lost position.
By doing that, he lost 3 positions. I do not understand that one. I guess he could have just wrecked him and then not got penalized, but I mean, that was just avoiding a crash.
I'm not coming. It's wrong.
I wouldn't either. That's Carl Edwards on the radio.
Carl.
Now these 2 cars, the 48 and 5, are a lap down to Michael Waltrip.
Driver, crew chief, car owner 99 to the NASCAR rig after the race.
Draw line there. Sorry.
What? I'm sure what NASCAR is going to say that he passed the cars, the 5 and 48 that were making a pit stop. He passed those under the yellow line.
But what else was he going to do
He's going
in
to
that
pass them
situation?
above the yellow line because they're slowing down to pit road speed.
He's either going to run him over or he's going to do what he did. What he did, he avoided a crash. I don't know any other thing he could have done in that situation.
Be fun talking about for the next week, though. Oh, Jamie McMurray in the 26. Carl Edwards is taking his penalty, his pass-through penalty on pit road.
at 55 miles per hour. Why didn't he go ahead and pit?
He has to do the pass-through anyway.
Oh, got to do both, huh? Well, that's going to hurt.
Unless a caution comes out, he may well hit it in the garage.
Here's a battle for the lead. Tony Stewart trying to get by Michael Waltrip. He has help on the outside, a car in front.
'26 car, Jamie McMurray. We've been talking about how strong he looked. He's there.
Remember, he banged off the wall earlier. It's Ryan Newman in the 12 right behind him.
Oh,
Got to run there.
3 wide.
Did he ever get her? What in the world?
12 car.
That was amazing.
And don't forget, the whole back end of that 12 car was wrinkled up in that accident earlier. A major chassis adjustment last time. 4 rounds on the track bar to get that car moving. I think they found some speed, huh?
Without a doubt.
Michael Waltrip has got a very good handling car right there.
Junior trying to work his way forward. 24 laps to go. Now 23. Most of these guys still have to make a pit stop. Dave Burns.
Bill, we wondered how Jamie McMurray's car would be after he had that right rear damage on the 26. It's obviously very good, and one thing they said to each other earlier during the 10-minute break was, our car is very quick.
And guess what? McMurray now has some help in the form of the 8 car of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Matt?
VP Stewart in the 20 has worked himself to the bottom, planning on pitting this time by.
Hope he's waving.
A lot of fast cars right behind him. Stewart, heavy on the brakes. Ryan Newman right behind him. Wow, 5 guys to pit road, including Mark Martin. Matt on the 20 of Stewart.
And he leads a host of them, Bill, down pit road. The back bumper pushed in. Shaggy Larson has the wedge wrench in the back window. They're going to make an adjustment. Dave, what about Martin?
Very good car so far, Matty. Just a little bit tight. They wanted to put a little extra air pressure in the right rear tire to help that car turn better. Alan.
Denny Hamlin coming down pit road, following his teammate Tony Stewart. Going to be a 4-tire change. Ahead of him, Joe Nemechek locked his brakes up so badly he had a flat right front tire getting to his pit stall. Wow, that's a tight race.
5 of them off pit road in a pack.
Here comes 4 more cars off turn 4 on the pit road. 26 McMurray, 8 Earnhardt Jr., Michael Waltrip 55. Dave, coming to you.
Matt Kenseth in the 17. His car also a little bit wanting to turn better, so they will change that track bar. That's what the wrench is all about. 4 fresh tires for Kenseth. Alan.
Well, Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to get this car back to the front after it was nicked up earlier. He's going to pit. They're going to take 4 tires here on this pit stop. Michael Waltrip also coming in with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Going to get 4 tires on his car. The 2 of them will try and get together on the racetrack, leaving the stop and draft their way back to the front. Question is, which car gets off the pit road first?
Just before that last pit stop, McMurray reported that his car was starting to get a little bit loose, a little bit too happy in the rear end of the car. They made a slight air pressure adjustment to help Jamie in the 26.
Carl Edwards was on pit road. He has been penalized for too fast entering. Another pass-through penalty.
This is where you pass through the garage area.
Yeah, you pass right down pit road into the garage. That'll be a fun post-race interview.
See, there we saw the 11 and the 20 just blow by those cars just leaving pit road.
Sometimes it doesn't pay to complain, huh?
Well, I did catch the corner of my eye. He came flying down there. He had his right front locked up. That's just being frustrated right now.
Junior and Kenseth trying to get up to speed.
Looks like when all this shakes out, it's going to be Tony Stewart and his teammate Denny Hamlin. No, Scott Riggs is the leader.
Kenneth's the leader. Has he pitted?
No, he and Jared have not pitted yet.
They've got to pit.
Yes,
I'm
Riggs
sorry,
pitted for
they
2 tires.
I got you, took 2. That kind of strategy, huh?
Because they were a lap down, right?
They both pitted on lap 48 for 2 tires, the 10 and the 88.
But behind them, with 20 laps to go, comes all those cars with 4 tires.
Oh, they'll catch them and probably pass them.
Okay, now let's listen in to a conversation with Carl Edwards.
There's no way in hell I'm not pulling in. I don't know how we get penalized for checking up and everybody passes us. We lost spots and we're getting penalized? Not penalized because we're not pulling in. Are we gonna lose the lap? I'm not coming. It's wrong. Come down pit road now, Carl. Oh, wrong or not, there are rules. Come down pit road. I'm sorry, buddy. I got to draw the line there. Sorry, man.
But he did come down pit road.
How about Denny Hamlin, the 11 car? His first race in the Nextel Cup car at Daytona, the Budweiser Shootout, he's leading.
Denny Hamlin driving for Joe Gibbs, a teammate with Tony Stewart, the reigning champion, in that 20 car right behind him. See that big yellow mark on the back of his car that indicates he's a rookie.
And he's showing everybody that. That's the view he wants to show them.
You want to know I'm a rookie? Well, I'll be out front at Daytona if you want to make sure.